Well, hi, it's Junk Store Diva and my assistant Elizabeth saying hello to you today. Happy Sunday. It's July 25th already. Can you believe that? The year is all like half over, more than half over. So, anyway, we have been working very hard setting up our eBay store. And probably the biggest holdup is, well, one, taking pictures, that takes forever, and trying to take really good pictures. And then, of course, researching the items that I'm going to resell to figure out what they're worth. And the biggest problem I'm coming across, and maybe it's not a problem, maybe it's a good thing, I can't find similar items that I'm selling. So I'll put the picture up, and 9 times out of 10 I get the same. For the Google images, I get the same response that it's serveware, and it's usually from Target. And what I put up has nothing to do with food or serving or Target or anything. So I know that's wrong. So I just keep looking and looking and looking. And then about half the things that I have bought don't have any information on the bottom, like stamped of who made it, how old it is, something like that. I know a few things I can tell were made by an individual, I think what they call hobbyists. And so they made it themselves. So that's why I bought those, because I know they were very unique and they're just super cute. And that's what I want to focus on in my shop, is selling super cute, fun items. And, okay, Elizabeth told me to speed it up. She's got things to do today. I don't know what, but anyway, so I wanted to tell you the progress, basically what we're doing. And I'm going to put Elizabeth down for right now so I can pick up one of the items that I found at a thrift store. And I was very excited when I saw it. And it's this owl here. And I know people like owls. And I like owls. And it's pretty cool. And it's a pretty cool owl. It's, they're ceramic. And for some reason, I thought when I bought it, it was Napco, but it's not Napco, it's Homeco, and it's made in Taiwan. So that's a good thing. And so hubby was with me when I was at the thrift store. Actually, hubby's always with me when I'm at the thrift store, because I have severe balance issues and I cannot get around by myself. So if the floor is at a store that we're at has no carpeting on it, I have no traction. So he has to be right next to me to make sure I don't fall down. And so anyway, he is learning along with me on how to look for things and see the quality. So we were very excited when we found this owl. And so we did look at it. We looked it over really good for chips and everything. And then we saw this here. And we weren't really sure about this because it doesn't seem like a chip to me because it's too smooth. So we thought, well, maybe it's the wing, because if you look at the back, it looks like the bird is going to flap its wings. So it doesn't look like an actual chip. So I went ahead and bought it because I figured I would take a chance. And the worst thing that could happen if I decided not to resell this is that this owl will become part of my fall display. I'll just buy a little orange pumpkin and sit him next to the owl. So, but what I did do was I looked online for the owl and I typed in Napco owl Taiwan, and they had several to choose from. A lot of them had 2 owls on one stump like this. And I found one that looked just like this one. And it was for sale, and it is for sale. And in the description, the person that's selling it mentioned that there's a small chip under the right wing, just like this guy. And I thought, what are the chances that his owl and my owl have the same chip? So I'm still wondering, is that in fact a chip or something else going on? I know it's a different color, than the rest of the wing. But look, there's some white on this owl as well. There's some white on down in here. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. So I'm going to give it a shot. If you have any suggestions, any thoughts about this owl, let me know. And maybe kind of give me some insight about that on how to really, really look for chips. And if this in fact a chip, or is it the way the wing is supposed to be? Because he looks like he's going to, flutter, like either he just landed or he's getting ready to take off. I'm not sure what. I don't know. But I also wanted to tell you a really cute story that happened in one of the thrift stores that I was in, that I frequent quite a bit. And this one has carpeting, so I was by myself, and hubby was in with the books, looking for some books, because I would like to see if we can maybe sell some beautiful photography books, art photography books. So he was in there looking for that. And so this young man comes up. He's probably in his 30s. He's got like 1 million tattoos. And I have one tattoo, so I'm tatted up myself. But anyway, he comes in. He's in his 30s. And I notice that he's looking at every piece. And he's picking them up. And he's looking at the bottom. Looks it over, puts it back. Picks another one up, looks at the bottom, puts it back. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this guy's looking, he's probably a reseller, but I can't be positive. But he was very close to me, and I didn't want to go around him because the aisles are not real wide in this particular thrift store. So I just kind of, I was watching him, but I wasn't watching him. And so he had probably picked up about item number 7. And then he glances over at me and he said, a few years ago, I picked up a Hummel in the Goodwill down the street. And it was $12. And I wanted to buy it for my mom because she likes Hummel. And so I thought, that would be a nice gift for my mom. And so then he says, so I bring it home. I surprised my mom with the Hummel, and she was very excited. He said, the next thing I knew, she was online looking up this particular Hummel boy and girl ceramic thing. And she looked at me and she said, how much did you pay for this? And he said, well, it's a gift. She says, how much did you pay for this? And he said, $12. And she says, do you know how much this is worth? He said, no. She says, $600. And so he said, are you kidding? So she says, no, I'm not kidding. And so she showed him the picture of the ceramic piece that he had bought his mom. And so he said, from that day on, my life completely changed. I decided I was going to start looking for things in thrift stores, opening up my own online store. I didn't ask him which one. I'm going to guess eBay, and start reselling them. So I said, wow, that's a great story. Wow, that's pretty cool that you did that. And so, but here's the cute part. He starts showing me what to look for when I'm looking for things for resale. And I just didn't want to tell him that that's what I'm doing too, because he was just so cute and he was so helpful and he was so happy that I just stood there and I just listened to everything that he said. And so then he walks away, and about 3 minutes later, he comes back with this tiny gourd. And I had actually picked up the gourd and looked at her. She's like a native, she's not Native American, but she's an Indian woman. The gourd is made in Peru, so she's Peruvian. And so the gourd was $1, but it doesn't go with my theme of what I'm selling, so I did not buy it. But he proceeded to tell me everything about this gourd and why he was buying it. And it was such a terrific item, and that I should look for things like this as well. So I just told him, thank you very much. I really learned a lot from you. And I actually did. But I was more excited that this guy in his 30s, someone you would never, ever, ever think was reselling, walking around thrift stores, finding things to resell because he's one so young and he's all tattooed up. So I would think he probably worked in a tattoo parlor or something. But I thought I'd share that cute story with you that you never know when you meet someone or you look at them what their story is. And he turned out to be just really delightful. You know what? Thinking back, I should have asked him where he sells his things and get the name of his store, and I could actually have shared it with you. But maybe I'll run into him again someday, because he said he goes to all the thrift stores. There's like 7 of them in the city that I live in. I can't get to all of them because I can only go when my husband's off work. And like I said, I can't get around by myself with my balance issues. So, but anyway, I thought you might enjoy that really cute story. And meanwhile, the rest of the day, I'm going to be taking more pictures and more research. And I plan to just go ahead and open up my my eBay store in the next couple days. I have to wait till hubby's off from work again because I'm going to get a PO box. And so I have to wait to do that. But meanwhile, there's no reason I can't continue putting things online and continuing my research. I have about 18 items that I found so far. That's pretty good, I think, to start. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And Elizabeth here is going to keep me on track and make sure I don't goof off. And that's about it. That's all I had to give you an update for today. So I hope you enjoy your Sunday. I hope you stay cool. Please leave water out for the critters so they get something to drink, whether they're the outdoor kitties or the birdies or lizards or whoever's out there, because here it's just really stinking hot. So anyway, have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.